Right, so today on Wordz On Hitz, I want us to get into some of these terminologies that are used in a banking context, in the banking space. So you are aware or you know what they mean when they are mentioned and you're not thrown off balance. Right, so the first thing I want us to talk about, which may sound very simple, but it is possible that you don't know. Now, when you hear account balance, what does it mean? Some people have come up and you're like, they've written account balance here, but what does it mean? I don't know what it means. Well, account balance simply means the total amount of funds in your account. Right? So your account balance is the total amount of funds that you have in your accounts, right? So let us move away from account balance to assets. So when they mention assets in banking, what are they referring to? You probably are applying for a loan and the word assets came up and you are wondering, assets, what are you talking about? Well, assets are any personal possessions of value, right? Things that you own that can be valued, right? This includes cash, real estate, and investments, right? For example, if you ask me what my assets are, I am going to mention a number of things, right? Real estate, I'm going to mention franchises that I own. I'll mention businesses that I own. So all these will be put together and valued, and that's what we call assets, right? So in case you didn't know, in case you've been asked, okay, declare your assets. When government officials are taking position, you hear they say declare your assets. So that's what assets mean. It means any personal possessions of value. All right. So in case you didn't know, you have it right here. Wordz On Hitz. We're here to inform, to educate, and of course, I enjoy doing this every weekday except Fridays on the cruise control. All right. So we're gonna get into our very, very last but not least. I know there's so much that you would love us to get into. And hopefully we'll do a part 2 of this because I'm seeing a lot of messages coming. Oh, okay, I didn't know and stuff like that. All right, so let's get into checking accounts. You visit the ATM and you see certain options, checking account, savings account. What does checking account mean, right? So checking account is the basic account for easy access to your money, right? Helpful for managing day-to-day expenses and recurring monthly bills, right? I can talk more, I can talk in depth on some of these things, but I just want to basically let you in on what they stand for. Checking account, what does it mean? All right. So that's about it for Wordz On Hitz today. And okay, let me give you just maybe a bonus today. Okay. So you hear debit. And you're like, debit, what does it mean? What does debit stand for in the banking space, right? So debit is a decrease in a savings or checking account, such as a withdrawal or a check written against the account, right? So maybe another time we're going to look at credits and we'll look at debit, right? So debit is a decrease and credit is adding up to it, right? So a decrease in a savings or checking account, such as a withdrawal or a check written against the account. That is what debit means. So your account has been debited. Okay, so if it says your account has been debited, it means the figure that comes after the word debited is how much has been taken off, or the decrease that has been affected to your account. All right, so that's by way of Wordz On Hitz today. Today we enter the bank. Today we had to talk about money. We had to talk about cash. Of course, we've been talking about a lot of industries, and it's just great. Thank you for the feedback. Keep it coming. As I've said earlier, if there's anything you'd like me to touch on, don't hesitate to tweet at me at Mercury Quay.
This is Hits.